going on, guys? It's Michael Reed here, and welcome back to another toy review by yours truly. Today, I got some awesome new Beyblades just in time for Christmas, as early Christmas gifts. So today, we're going to be looking at two brand new Beyblades. Turbo Valtryek V3, which, by the way, this guy's really rare to find, and Shadow Orichalcum. So let's start off with Turbo Valtryek. So Turbo Valtryek is the basically Hasbro's interpretation of Cho's the Valkyrie, which, by the way, this Beyblade is amazing in Takara Tomy, and from what I've heard, Hasbro's also really good. And also, since this is part of the Switch Strike line, this Beyblade has metal, which is amazing. It has metal on it. So I'm pretty sure it got metal on the layer, and it also has metal on that, and it also comes with this proper driver. So, which in this case it's Zenith Evolution is the parts for that. So pretty hype. So on the back, so you can see it has the Power Launch Attack, which, hang on, let me move that on top. Power Launch Attack. Basically, that's the Cho's Awakening Layer System gimmick, which I'll show you with Cho's Achilles Takara in a moment, along with the Hasbro Turbo Achilles, and the Inbound Acceleration, which is basically evolution. If you guys don't know, there was a tip released prior to this driver called the Variable Driver, which basically has rubber spikes that wear down as time goes on, depending on how you use this Beyblade. Depending on how you launch it, depending on how it battles, and how you battle, the driver will adapt to you, which I think is really, really cool. So let's open this Beyblade up, and let's see how cool this Beyblade is. Man, I've been waiting to get my hands on Turbo Valtryek because I've been looking in every Walmart, Target, everywhere. I can never find them. But finally off Amazon, the price finally dropped, and I was able to get my hands on this beautiful Beyblade. This Beyblade is so awesome. It's really cool, guys. Sadly, it's not the Takara Tomy version that I was hoping for, but you know what? I'm not gonna get greedy because it's Christmas time, so this is the best I've got. But oh my god, this Beyblade is so hype. So let me just cut this out of the packaging. So let me just, okay, so we got the layer, which the layer does have metal. Yes, it does have metal on it. Very, very good. And the center is also metal too, I believe. Feels like metal to me, anyway. Oh, wait, no, it's not metal. What? It's not metal? Oh, no, I thought it was metal. What? No. Why is it not metal? Oh, come on. That's such a letdown. Everyone online said it was metal. Nope, it's not metal, guys. It's not metal. I'm sorry. That was a huge misnomer. I'm very sorry about that. It does not have metal. That sucks. It doesn't have metal. That stinks. But at least it has the layer gimmick, so at least it has that going for it. So at least there's one saving quality to this Beyblade. Let's hope that the Awakening Layer System parts are actually good, since apparently the Cho's Achilles one is absolute trash. Let's go look at the layer here. So this is Cho Z Valkyrie. I'm going to refer to this as the Takara Tomy name from now on because Turbo Valtryek, I just don't like that name. But very, very impressive. As you can see, it is absolutely massive layer. So we got the gold helmet here, which on Takara Tomy there would be stickers right here. We have the helmet right there. I don't know if you can see that, but there's the Valkyrie face facing forward, just like on God Valkyrie, which is very, very cool. We also have this little piece here, which is a reference to the God chip from God Valkyrie, which appeared last season, Season 2. So, pretty cool stuff. So, and then we also have the, let's see, was it season? Yeah, it was Season 2. Yeah, Season 2. Yeah, I was right. Okay. So, and then we also have the Cho's Awakening Layer System parts here, which basically, if you don't know what those are, you launch the Beyblade really hard, and these little red spikes will come out. Now, what's cool about this is that when it's launched like that, a little rubber spike, not rubber spike, but like a little spike will come right here, right? And right just about when it's about to burst. So basically what it does, it prevents the Beyblade from bursting. And on Takara Tomy's version, it is so overpowered. It's so powerful. It can beat God Bays, it can beat Burst Bays, it can even beat GT Bays. It can even beat those. I'm not kidding. It will beat the GT Bays. And also, another thing to note is that there will be stickers on here. If you got Takara Tomy's, there will be stickers on the wings there. These would be stickers. And, yeah. So, that's the major differences with this one. Oh, and also there'll be teeth here. Also, here's the QR code if you guys want to scan for Chozi Valkyrie in your Hasbro or Turbo Valtryek in the Hasbro games. So I'm gonna give you a minute to scan that. There you go. Okay, so that is Chozi Valkyrie. That's the layer. Now for the forged disc, we have Zenith or Zenith. So Zenith has a very interesting shape here. Got these little spikes going around, and if you can see, the spikes have little Z's on them for Zenith, which I think is really cool. And sadly, unlike Takara Tomi's, these red spots right here, where my finger is, these would be rubber. These would be rubber, but they are not on this version. And another huge difference is that I believe these parts would be no, these parts aren't colored. That's the only difference, that these parts here where my fingers are, these would be rubber. But other than that, it's pretty much the same. It's Zenith. It's cool. Next part is the driver. Next up is the driver Evolution, which has that little symbol on it. And so Evolution, rubber tip, so it is rubber. It has spikes on it, just like Variable on Victory Valkyrie. And what it does is that when it wears down, it will make the Beyblade stronger, and it will also adjust to the way you use this driver. So pretty cool stuff. So, and also, also, this driver also culminates in the elements of Valtryek, or Valkyrie, the first one, Wing SL. It combines Victory Valkyrie. It combines the God Valkyrie gimmick, sort of like Reboot. It also combines Volcanic from the previous Winning Valkyrie. And, yeah, so pretty cool stuff. And then we can put it together. And, ooh, the slopes are tight. That's a good thing to note. Hasbro slopes are very, very tight. So this is very, very promising for Turbo Valtryek. And look at how thick this Beyblade is. That is stupid thick. But I am so happy, guys, to have this Beyblade. At last, I have the big kingpin, the big prize of the Chozi layer system, that being Chozi Valkyrie. So let me go get the other Valkyries to compare this to, so that way you guys can see how the evolutions have changed. Also, before I do that, actually, here's the launcher. This is a simple God, Beyblade Burst God or Evolution launcher. So, nothing really much to speak about here. So, nothing really much to talk about. So, like I said, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to grab the Beyblades I was talking about, so that way we can do some comparisons with the prior forms and the other Chozi bays. Alright guys, so I got the Beyblades that I need, and let's do some comparisons. First off, let's bring in the very first Valkyrie that I was talking about. Valkyrie Wing SL, and as you can see, the design has significantly changed from 2015's version. This is 2018's version of Valkyrie. Pretty crazy, I know. So that's that. Then we're going to bring in Victory Valkyrie, so you can see. As you can see, Victory Valkyrie, this is when the blades started to change. They started becoming from little bumps to little slashing sword-like pieces. And this was back when the face was facing sideways with the feather plume coming out of the side of the helmet. So pretty cool design change. Next we're going to see God Valkyrie. So this is God Valkyrie. As you can see, theirs will be where the Strike God chip would be. So as you can see, it kind of implements that gimmick of the chip. I will bring in my other God Valkyrie so you can see what I'm talking about with the God chip. And yeah, and as you can see, this disc definitely reminds me of the Vortex frame, Zenith. So pretty cool. Very happy that I got this Beyblade. So let me go bring in let's go get my my Strike God Valkyrie that I got in the the Infinity Mugen Stadium that I got. So let me go get that layer so that way you guys can see what I'm talking about with the Strike God chip. Alright, so this is Strike God Valkyrie. This is my Takara Tomi's Strike God Valkyrie. So you can see there's a Strike God chip right there, which as you can see on God Valkyrie, you can see where that would be placed, right in the middle with the wings cocked back permanently in their locked spring mode. And so you can definitely see the inspiration for that piece from Strike God Valkyrie. Next, we're going to bring in Winning Valkyrie. It's Pre-Evolution. This is the Takara Tomy version, the special stadium set version. But as you can see, it has changed significantly. The metal has been definitely reduced. But that is because of this disc. The disc Zenith, I should also have mentioned, is a pretty hefty disc on its own. Both in Takara and Hasbro. So, pretty awesome. And also, as you can see, the V has now been significantly reduced. As you can kind of see like a V shape on the top there. And the helmet has changed a lot. It's definitely got back to the God Valkyrie design, which I really like. But of course, improved God Valkyrie design. And the attack points are now greatly reduced. But it makes up for that with its heft and its weight. So this Beyblade is very powerful. So... and now let's compare it to the latest evolution, Slash Valkyrie. So you can see, Slash Valkyrie has significantly improved, again, making the Valkyrie design very much bigger than Chozy Valkyrie here. So, as you can see, I don't know if you can see it, but Slash Valkyrie is considerably bigger, just a little bit, than God Valkyrie here. Not God Valkyrie, Chozy Valkyrie. I got confused. So, also as you can see the difference between the systems. You can see the layer weights, the Katinko chip, and the layer base. Well, this one's just one solid piece. Also, this disc here, Zenith, is now replaced with Blitz, and then it also went from Evolution to Power. So, pretty sweet. Pretty cool stuff. Okay, so next I will compare this to the other Chozy Bay I have, Chozy Achilles. So, as you can see, Chozy Achilles and Valkyrie look great together. I'd love to get the Spriggan variant of these two, though, as, they are the big three, like, huge selling points of the end of the Chozy series. And this is the Takara Tomy version, as you can see. Mine is definitely worn out, but, yeah, so you can see the difference there. Pretty cool. So, and as you can see, instead of having, like, on Valkyrie here, where they only has one, like, stopper, because I should have mentioned that, there's only one stopper on this one has two of them. But that's been broken by Spriggan, which has 4 of those things. Like, can you believe that? 4 stoppers? Like, that's nuts. Well, then again, it does spin 2 rotations, so, there's that. And now, lastly, to compare it with the Hasbro, Chozy Achilles, or Turbo Achilles as I call it. Honestly, not the biggest fan of this one, because they really butchered this Beyblade. They really did. And mine also has a defect. Mine's missing a stopper on it, so that kind of sucks, right? But thankfully it's not significant, because this stopper just kind of loosely flails around. It doesn't actually tie into the stoppers. And even at that, the stoppers are weak on this one. Very weak. So do not get this bag except for collector's purposes for Hasbro, but Takara Tomies, it's so worth it. And you can pay the hefty price point that is. But of course, on Black Friday, hopefully there was a sale for you guys on this Beyblade. But anyway, so that has been my Chozy Valkyrie look, but we're not done yet, as we got one more Beyblade to look at. The box. This is Shadow Orichalcum. This is a rare Koro magazine order. If you don't know what Koro is a Japanese magazine that promotes all the latest Japanese toys. So that's what it is. And it's also on Amazon now for a good price. That's what I'm liking about some of these rare bays, is that they're now on Amazon. Opening it up and taking a look, we have Shadow Orichalcum there, and he looks beautiful. Now, thankfully, there, I believe, are no stickers to this Beyblade. Yep, no stickers. So, let's open it up and let's take a look. So, I'm just going to use my nail clippers here, and let's take a look at it. So, we'll start off with the layer here. Let me crack it out of this package here. One is packed very nicely in some bubble wrap. So, let me get that layer out. Now, I have to be very careful with this, because this is a pretty rare piece. This is Shadow Orichalcum, guys, right out of the box, and it looks absolutely beautiful. Now, compared to the original Orichalcum, this has some definite differences. First of all, the color is very significant. Actually, let me go bring in my Orichalcum so that way you guys can see. So I keep forgetting to bring out my Beyblades for these reviews, but you know, I just get so excited, man. I get so excited and hyped over these new stuff. Okay, so here is the Hasbro Orichalcum 03, since I cannot get the Takara Tomy version right now, because Takara Tomy's version is expensive. Very, very pricey. And not to mention very, very rare. But this is just as rare. So Shadow Orichalcum, pretty cool. As you can see, differences are significant. First of all, the eyebrows for the gimmick of Orichalcum are significantly reduced here. Also, the textures are different. The colors have also changed, as you can see, from gold and green and silver to silver, gray, and purple. Also, the gimmick for this one is this Beyblade has a shield or like a burst-resistant gimmick. So what it does is that when it's in battle, when it spins, it will pop open like this, revealing this beautiful lustrous color on the inside. Let me show you that up close. It just pops open like that. As you can see, it also reveals 2 yellow eyes just snarling at you, which looks really cool. Fortunately, this never pops up in the show, but I believe it does appear in the manga, though. As you can see, it also has some yellow on it, some nice highlighted yellow as well. Unlike this one, where it just shows the eyes and the core changing from a gold to a red. And from this one, it goes from purple to a golden yellow, which is very, very beautiful. And also, unlike the Cartoon Hasbro's version, this one does not have the QR code inside, and it has teeth. So, let's take a look at the disc, the forge disc. Crack this thing open. Ah, gosh. So, this disc right here is called Arrow, which originally came on Almaterios, Arrow Assault. That came out as a rare Baguette Bay in 2015. Yeah, 2015 is when it came out. Early 2015. So, very, very cool. As you can see, the blades right there are shaped like a sun and fireballs circling around. As you can see, it also shows the A there, which I believe is Greek, the A for arrow. So, pretty, pretty cool. And lastly, we get another highly prized part right here. This next part is the driver. Now, this is called Bite. So Bite has a really cool gimmick to it. Plastic ball, but it has these little teeth-like appendages sticking off of the ball that help it to recover and balance itself when it gets knocked over. So it's kind of like biting into the stadium to keep itself balanced. So pretty cool gimmick. As you can see, Bite does have a stylized B in there for Bite. I know my camera's not catching it because of the light problem, but it's there. There's a B there for Bite. Yeah, you kind of make it out there. There's a B for Bite. So let's put it together. Put the clicks together. The clicks are very, very nice, and this is the Beyblade all together. Very, very thin and lanky looking compared to the fat looking Orichalcum with its, what is the disc? Outer Octa, yeah. So, which is pretty cool. So, there you go. So there was, alright guys, so with that being said, this has been my review on Turbo Achilles. Not Turbo Achilles, Turbo Valkyrie. Sorry, I'm getting confused here. Or Chosi Valkyrie. And Shadow Materios. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to like, subscribe, turn notifications on. And I will see you guys in the next video. Later, Squad, and have a good day.